Barcelona bombshells. From Marcus Rashford's headline-grabbing debut to Gavi emerging as the club's next captain, and a €60 million move for Fermín López on the table, the drama is non-stop at Camp Nou. We're diving deep into Rivaldo's honest take on Rashford's La Liga future, Manchester City's bold move for a rising Barca star, the explosive rise of Jofre Torrents, and the surprise twist in Hector Fort's transfer saga. Plus, the Vinicius Jr. contract standoff, Real Madrid's latest departures, and Victor Gyökeres' sacrifice to join Arsenal. You don't want to miss the full breakdown. Everything you need to know about Barca and Real Madrid's summer transfer chaos is right here. Marcus Rashford's move to Barcelona for the 2025-26 season has already sparked plenty of debate, including from one of the club's most iconic figures. Speaking to Mundo Deportivo, Brazilian legend and former Barcelona star Rivaldo shared his thoughts on the arrival of the English forward. Rashford joined the Catalan side on loan from Manchester United, with an option to buy set at £26 million, 194 million Brazilian reals. The 27-year-old made his debut in a pre-season friendly against Vissel Kobe on Sunday. The England international featured for 33 minutes after coming on in the second half and registered a single shot on target. Still adjusting to his new surroundings, Rashford is hoping for a fresh start after a difficult campaign at Old Trafford. Rivaldo believes the forward has all the tools to succeed in La Liga. He has everything to stand out, especially with the great coach he'll have by his side. That will help him a lot in his development. He added, "It's a different league to the English one. I think he'll have more opportunities, more chances to show his quality and achieve something big there." However, the Brazilian also struck a note of caution, suggesting Rashford may need time to settle. Barcelona had a great season last year, so it's normal for him to start on the bench, he explained. But little by little he'll get to grips with things, understand what the manager wants, learn the dynamics in training and adapt. In time he will earn his place. Rashford is expected to feature mainly on the left wing, his preferred position, but he is also capable of playing through the middle, a role he occasionally filled at United and during a loan spell at Aston Villa when Ollie Watkins was dropped. Despite this versatility, competition for places is fierce. The England man will have to displace Raphinha, who had an outstanding 2024-25 season with 34 goals and 25 assists. Rivaldo, for his part, was full of praise for his compatriot. "For me, Raphinha is one of the 5 best players in the world right now. I don't see any chance of him losing his place in the starting 11. With the 2026 World Cup fast approaching, Barcelona boss Hansi Flick is expected to rotate his squad more than ever. That means Marcus Rashford will be fighting for game time against the likes of Ferran Torres, who's likely to be Lewandowski's backup, and 18-year-old sensation Lamine Yamal, who's been shining on the right wing. Meanwhile, over in England, Manchester City are reportedly ready to launch a €60 million offer for Barca midfielder Fermín López. The young Spaniard has caught Pep Guardiola's eye thanks to his energy, vision, and attacking flair. However, his future at Camp Nou is now uncertain, with limited minutes putting pressure on both the player and the club ahead of a crucial season. Despite showing promise and delivering solid performances when called upon, Fermin has struggled to secure a regular starting role due to the intense competition in Barcelona's midfield. With the 2026 World Cup on the horizon, the 22-year-old knows that regular game time is crucial if he hopes to remain in contention for a spot in Spain's national squad. Pep Guardiola admires Fermin. From Manchester, it is said that Pep Guardiola is a strong admirer of Fermin's skill set. He values the midfielder's ability to break lines, his runs into the box, and his versatility to play in various attacking roles. City see him as a long-term investment with immediate upside, someone who could grow quickly under Guardiola's guidance. Barcelona, however, face a tough decision. While they rate Fermin highly, the club's financial situation and the size of the offer could force the board to think twice. Selling a La Masia product is never easy, especially one with such potential, but a €60 million proposal is hard to ignore. Fermin himself remains open-minded about his future. While his priority has been to succeed at Barcelona, he is ambitious and aware of the limited opportunities in a crowded midfield. If a more prominent role is not guaranteed, the prospect of a move abroad, especially to a club like Manchester City, could become more appealing. With interest heating up and City's intent clear, the pressure is now on Barcelona to decide whether to cash in or trust in Fermin's long-term value. Barcelona's rising star Jofre Torrents continues to make the most of his pre-season opportunities, building on a promising start to life under Hansi Flick. The left back is quickly becoming one of the standout youngsters during Barca's preparations for the new season. After a 30-minute appearance against Vissel Kobe, he featured for a full 45 minutes against FC Seoul, further cementing his place as one to watch. A look at his numbers. Against the Korean side, Torrents delivered a well-rounded performance. He registered his first assist for the senior team by setting up Ferran Torres' second goal, showing great awareness and timing. In his 45 minutes on the pitch, the fullback recorded 34 touches and completed all 24 of his passes, achieving a perfect 100% pass completion rate. He also created one clear chance, delivered one accurate long ball, and made one successful pass into the final third. While his crossing accuracy stood at 25% with 1 out of 4 attempts connecting, it showed his willingness to push forward and take risks. Defensive solidity. Defensively, Torrents did not disappoint. He registered one clearance, recovered one ball, and even won a foul, helping the team maintain balance during transitions. Replacing a senior at the break, he joined forces with Gerard Martin, Andreas Christensen, and Hector Fort to form a solid backline that worked well against a sharp Seoul attack. Barcelona's sporting staff are highly impressed with Torrents, who finished last season as the undisputed starter at left back for Barca Athletic. Notably, he is the only one among the 5 youth players in this preseason to feature in both friendly matches, a clear sign of the trust placed in him by Flick and his coaching team. With performances like this, Jofre Torrents is not just gaining minutes, he is making a strong case for regular involvement in the first-team squad this season. FC Barcelona blew past FC Seoul in their second preseason friendly. The 7-3 win was spearheaded by braces from Ferran Torres and Lamine Yamal and goals from Gavi, Andreas Christensen and Robert Lewandowski. Hector Fort was noticeably absent from Barcelona's first preseason match, and it later came to light that the club is open to selling him this summer. Manager Hansi Flick seems to have already outlined his right-back hierarchy, with Jules Kounde as the clear starter and Eric Garcia as his backup. However, with Garcia missing the match against FC Seoul due to a minor muscular issue, Fort got his chance, and he made the most of it. According to Mundo Deportivo, despite being on the transfer list, Fort delivered an impressive performance. He looked sharp, confident, and showed that he still has the quality to compete, even in a squad filled with talent. Fort looked very comfortable getting forward against the South Korean side and showed good associative play and an understanding with new arrival Rooney Bargi. He completed 100% of his 31 attempted passes as per SofaScore, and despite not necessarily adding anything significant from a contribution POV, it was a good display. It was yet another reminder that Fort undoubtedly has talent but could benefit from a loan spell or two. It hasn't helped his cause that Flick currently prefers Kounde and Eric Garcia ahead of him. Barcelona must think long-term if Fort is sold. It remains to be seen what the future holds for Fort, but he certainly has the potential to develop into an important player for Barcelona or any other top side in the coming years. Even if the club were considering selling him for immediate financial gain, it would be unwise to let him go without retaining some control over his future through a buyback clause. Let's wait and see what Barcelona's coaching staff and sporting department think about this. According to a recent update from Sport, it has come to light that Barcelona midfielder Gavi has emerged as a serious candidate to join the group of team captains for the 2025-26 season. The outlet mentions that while names like Inigo Martinez, Robert Lewandowski, and even Lamine Yamal have been floated, it is Gavi who is now firmly in the spotlight. During the second half of Barcelona's preseason match against FC Seoul, Gavi was given the captain's armband, a move that clearly signals the club's growing trust in him. Heading into the 2025-26 season, this will be Gavi's 5th year with the senior team and his 10th overall since joining La Masia, showcasing his impressive rise through Barca's academy system. With several of the regular captains, Pedri, Ronald Araujo, Rafinha, and the injured Marc-Andre ter Stegen, unavailable, Gavi stepped up to lead the midfield alongside Marc Casado and Fermín López, showing maturity and leadership well beyond his years. He capped off his brief 30-minute appearance with a stunning goal, making it 2-6 on the scoreboard, further underlining his leadership credentials. Interestingly, this wasn't the first time Gavi has worn the captain's armband. He previously did so in October 2024, during an emotional return from injury in a match against Sevilla. On that occasion, Pedri personally handed him the armband in a symbolic gesture that moved fans at the Estadio Olympic. Now, with ter Stegen potentially stepping back from captaincy duties, Gavi is seen as a natural successor. He is one of the most respected figures in the dressing room, loved by teammates, trusted by the coaching staff and adored by fans. For Barcelona, having a homegrown leader like Gavi at the helm would reflect the club's identity and future vision. And that's the latest from Spain's biggest giants. Barcelona's preseason is bursting with talent, decisions and drama, but the big question is, will Rashford break through the starting 11? Will Fermín López resist City's call? And is Gavi truly ready to lead this next generation? Meanwhile, Real Madrid's dilemma with Endrick and Gonzalo Garcia, and Vinicius Jr.'s contract situation, is keeping fans on edge. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who should be Barca's next captain? Should Madrid keep Vinicius or cash in? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're always first to get the hottest updates from the world of football. Until next time, Visca Barca.